Good evening, World Changers. Elerrina here, and welcome to the new segment, Gospel Circle, Life on the Inside with Kyle and Tina. Now, in just a moment, we will be hearing from Kyle and Tina about their heart regarding Gospel Circle. But before then, I did just want to let y'all know that this segment is going to be so much more different to every other segment that you have seen so far. We won't be having any Bible teaching nor preaching, but we will be going deep and into the lives of Kyle and Tina. Juicy. Now, Tina, to start us off, can you please tell me what the inspiration was for Gospel Circle?
Absolutely. Thanks, Elle, for that amazing welcome and opener. Mainly the inspiration behind Gospel Circle is, Kyle and I, we love the Sunday morning corporate gatherings, and we absolutely have loved our, live stream teaching and preaching, and we love corporate worship. It always leaves us energized, and it leaves us so empowered. But oftentimes, I and Kyle as well kind of leave and we say, goodness, we didn't get to connect with this person, or where's the space to really have people get to know us outside of teaching and preaching the word and really getting to know other people as well. So, Elle, the inspiration behind Gospel Circle is just more of an intimate feel of getting to know who Kyle and I are as people, and to also get to know other people as well that we see on a Sunday morning in a gathering.
I love it. Well, we will be answering some questions from, you guys actually took a poll. And there was one question which was on the top of the list of what you would like to know about our very own pastors. Kyle, that first question is going right to you. So if you could let us all know, what are your future goals, dreams, and visions?
Actually, I live 15 minutes at a time, sometimes 2 minutes at a time. I'm just the guy that sets things up. No, that's ultimately is something that we're figuring out. I mean, when I first came to Australia, it was 12 churches. It was 12 pastors, an association. It was different things. But as we've arrived in this worldwide opportunity for revival, not a pandemic, I feel like things have changed. I feel like that we will still have 12 locations. I feel like we'll still have 12 pastors, but I feel like there'll be more home groups. I really feel like that we'll be more connected as a body and as a family, that we'll focus more on breaking bread and fellowshipping instead of just the programs of church. Because one of the things that God has really shown me during this time is that it's really stripped away the walls, of what church is. And I've been doing church for close to 20 years now, and it's really drastically made me look at it and go, wow, we got to do things different. And so I've really been pressing into God, and what I've received back is whatever we do, it's going to be with heaps of fellowship and more connectivity.
I love that, and I'm really excited for the 12 churches to come about as well. Tina, we would also love to hear from you as well, because the good people out there did say they wanted to hear from both of you. So we would love to hear your take on what your goals, dreams, and visions are as well, and that can be personally or for the church, or both.
Well, that actually is an epic question, and I'm so encouraged that people are actually looking with a frontal view and a frontal vision, and truly wanting to know from Kyle and I what our future vision and goals and plans are. And I'll start with the church, and I am unified with Kyle. I am by his side in all that he does. And, we are a team. We are a package that, we are in this together. And so as far as church, yes, bring on the equipping and training up pastors and leaders. And, I pray that just as Kyle and I have done with our leader, that God will drop on people's hearts specific locations in the Asia Pacific, and people will begin in time to say, my heart is pulled to this area. And in addition to that, for church is to really empower and equip also women that are pastors' wives or pastors themselves as well. That's very important for me. And on a personal level, I have quite a bit going on here. Gospel Circle is something that, I had on my heart, and I brought it to Kyle, and he just was like, I think that's great. And, to provide a space that we can truly talk about life. And I have a brand that I'm launching as well, working on that behind the scenes. So quite a bit going on, but it's a good vision. Our stake is in the ground, Australia. We are here. We are here. We are here. Hallelujah.
That's so awesome. And now we have your future vision and dreams out of the way. I really want to get into some nitty-gritty stuff. And Kyle, this question is going to be for you. Now, we all know that people have some habits that other people may or may not enjoy. So Kyle, please tell me, what is the most annoying habit that Tina has?
Wow, you want me to say that on Facebook?
Sure do, and we're live.
Okay, so let me pick out of the 20 that I could say. Man, she really doesn't have any habits that really get underneath my skin or get on my nerves that bad. I'm trying to think of what's safe here, guys.
It's unfiltered.
It's unfiltered. She has this habit of getting up in the middle of the night and turning on the light while I'm sleeping and forgetting it so that she can get back to bed. And then I just wake up later and cut it off for her and trip back to bed. So that's one of them. And then she has this habit of she's on her phone when we go to bed at night till 2 or 3 a.m.
That's true.
And anybody that's up that late with her knows that. So I get this constant, I roll over, put the pillow over my head, put the blanket over my head, and that's probably it. There's a few more that I just won't say yet. I haven't got that comfortable yet, but yeah, those are probably the two. She comes in like a hurricane. I have to come in like a ninja at night. So yeah.
Do you know that you can turn the torch on your phone when you turn the light off so you're not tripping over everything?
Oh.
You're welcome. Life hacks with Elerrina. Now, Tina, this one is going to you. And I am really excited about this one because it's a question that I've asked my parents multiple times. Who is your favorite child?
Oh, wow. I feel like that question is a setup. My favorite child. Well,
the camera's right now.
How about I say I have favorite things that I like about each child.
Okay.
So Alex, I like his worship, although he keeps his worship to himself a lot of the times. Eli, I love his hip hop, his intelligence, the fact that I can mention something and he tells me the history and research of it. And JoJo, I just love JoJo's uniqueness and his strength. That kid has such a strength within him. He's rock solid. So I love them all. I don't know that I have a favorite, but I have favorite things that I like about each child.
Typical mum response. My mum would say that too, but we all know I'm the favorite. Now, Kyle, this one is going out to you.
Okay.
So there are heaps of things that we love about the things that we do, but I would love to know what your favorite thing about your career is.
Being a pastor.
Being a pastor, yeah.
My favorite thing about being a pastor, that would be seeing people's lives change. I think one of the most rewarding things is walking through something with somebody for whether it be a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I mean, some I've walked with for 7 years. And, it's seeing an end result that's positive. That's probably the most rewarding. Man, I love doing weddings, so that would be another one that would rank second in that. And then, like I said, I just love seeing people's lives change. So it's the best way I can answer that one.
That's awesome. Well, you're definitely in the right industry. And Tina, I believe that your answer to that would be very similar, because you also love seeing people's lives change as well. But I would like to know if there was a different career path that you would take, what job would you be terrible at?
What job would I be terrible at? Well, I would have to say anything technical, because I have officially ruined a remote control by dropping it in a cup of tea. I am the person that never saves passwords and then has to reset passwords like continually. Or my human diary, Kyle, go to him constantly when he's typically busy or when it's inconvenient. So that answer would be anything technical. And if it was something with cords or stands, I would definitely trip over it. So anything technical.
Okay, well, while we're still on you, I do have another question for you.
Okay.
What impresses you most about Kyle?
Wow. What impresses me the most?
She's having to think about that.
Of course, because it's a great, gotta find that boom of an answer. There's many things that impresses me about him, but I would say the one that impresses me the most is when he gets fresh revelation from God. I'm definitely going to go the spiritual route on this, because when he has that fresh revelation and when he's in the pulpit preaching, I just sit and think, goodness, that gray sure does look good on him. He just, I don't know, as his wife, that just really, really impresses me. Yeah.
Cute. I love it. Now, Kyle, I am going to switch to you. You unfortunately do not get a chance to answer that question tonight. There may come other times, but your question is, if you were an animal, what would you be and why?
Oh, that's great. I think we discovered this earlier, and I hope you guys didn't get the video uploaded. It would be a walrus with the whiskers and the sound, because I growl a lot. I make a lot of weird sounds. And I'm big and I'm massive and I move things when I move, so it would be a walrus, yeah. And I'm not going to imitate a walrus, no.
I really wish you would.
No.
They do make very unusual sounds. If you do get some spare time on your hands and you're in ISO, so I know you've got it, just Google, what sound does a walrus make?
And then you know what I sound like in the morning.
Oh, man. All right. So I am actually going to ask both of you guys this, but Tina, I would like your answer first. Say there's lots of trees in the woods and one was to fall down and no one was there. Did it make a sound?
Of course it makes a sound.
Right. And what's your reasoning for that?
Because every tree that falls, whether I'm there or not, is going to produce a sound.
Even though no one can hear it.
Even though no one can hear it.
Kyle, we're going to switch over to you for this one. Does or does not a tree make a sound when it falls if no one is there?
Well, I'm going to go Eli with this answer.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So sound is vibration. And so an earthquake doesn't actually make a sound, but it's recorded through vibration, and sound is the same way, through a Richter scale. So anytime you record sound, it makes a sound wave, which may not be heard by the human ear, but it actually can be recorded and registered.
So, Elerrina, can I change the answer to the other question about what impresses me about Kyle?
Go for it.
Because that right there just totally impressed me.
Really?
Really.
That right there, I was like, I don't know what you're saying. So are you saying yes or no?
Yes, it makes a sound.
Oh, great. Going to have a debate. So, there you have it, team. They are the questions this week for Kyle and Tina that they have so lovely answered. If you have any questions, you can send them on through for another time. But this is it for this week's Gospel Circle. Thank you so much for joining us, and stay tuned next week where Gospel Circle will have a bit of a different feel. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. We're waving.